All right, guys, let's talk Casio. Super affordable with this guy here. This is actually called the MRW-200HD-7 for white. You can go -1 for the black dial variant. On Amazon, I'll put an Amazon affiliate link down below. These guys are only like $31. So Amazon Prime. I actually picked this one up at Walmart, and it was basically the same price. But I happened to be in there grabbing a few things for the home, and noticed one of these. I already had the resin style here, and this seemed like it was new to me anyway. The one with the stainless steel metal bracelet. It's still a resin case, but it has the stainless steel bracelet, which is pretty cheap, guys. This is only a $30 watch, so it's not going to be like super amazing or anything. But I will say that for 30 bucks, I mean, you got yourself a quartz accurate watch, good to go, right? So really no downsides to that per se. So I measure the case at about 42.5. It does kind of flare out a little bit, so maybe closer to 43 measured from here to here. On Amazon, it says like 44, but it is not 44. Maybe with the crown guards it is, but it's 42.5 more like. And then the lug to lug is about a 47.5 millimeter. You can see the bracelet flops down right away. Thickness, just over 11.5 millimeter at 11.8. The lug width here is actually an 18, and you can see the bracelet flares out to the case, much like the world timers do. If you look at how the world timers do it. Actually, the world timer straps and bracelets fit on this watch. So that's Casio being smart with manufacturing. They can swap parts. So pretty smart. Sized up for my wrist, 84 gram. Speaking of sizing, I do want to point this out real quick. The way this bracelet sizes is a little different. So if we zoom in here, I'm just going to give you a quick tutorial. You can take basically a tack or something, and you can put it in here, and you basically just kind of pry that out a little bit. I used this to get it out a little bit more. But once you get that started, and try not to bend your thing up, then you just take some needle nose pliers or a Leatherman or something like that, and you can just slide that out, and then you do it with the next piece. And then you have to take that piece out, and then you would take that piece out, and then you do the other piece of the bracelet back in there, and then you just slide that thing back in. And when you slide it back in, you can just push it in with your fingers. So it's super easy to size up. Hopefully that helped you and didn't confuse you too much. So here's a closer look at the watch. Simple three-handed quartz with a day date. I like the white dial with the black contrast, very legible. Nicely printed Arabics. You have a black bezel here that is bi-directional, and it does have the timing markings on there. So you can time things if you want, and I think it has enough resistance on there where you don't have to worry about it moving too much, as long as you're not rubbing up against something or putting your hands in your pocket a lot, because it could tweak a little bit. So if you're doing any critical timing, maybe you don't count on that exactly, but I think it would do a decent job overall. The water resistance on this, obviously stated on the dial, is 100 meter. It is just a standard push-pull crown. You just pop it out, and then you can adjust the time to whatever it needs to be. Push it in, good to go. Same thing for changing the day date. That's the first position when you pop it out. You can adjust the day, and there's two different languages, and then turn it the other way, and that adjusts the date. So pretty simple operation. There you go. And on the clasp, it's fully stamped, 4 micro adjust, simple fold over double pusher. But like I said, it's pretty chintzy feeling overall, but like I said, for 30 bucks, you can't really go wrong. All right, let's pop it on wrist, see what it looks like. I took out 2 links for my 7¼ inch wrist. I took out 1 link out of each side. I think that works okay. It wears on wrist fine. It's super light, so it's comfortable. And like I said, super legible. I don't feel any hair pulling. I would have to do some extended wearing to see if it does that, but overall, no hair pulling. Battery inside, SR626SW. Pretty easy to change out. There's just 4 screws, and there will be a gasket you need to watch out for. But you pop those screws off, take the case back off, loosen a little well, you got to take a plastic retainer out and then loosen a little screw for a battery retention, pop the battery out, put a new one in, and just reassemble. Super easy. You'll also notice on this one, I did put a leather Vario strap on here. This strap is intended initially from Vario for the World Timer, but just for kicks, I wanted to see if it worked on this. Guess what? Works perfect. So if you are looking for different strap options, check out Vario. I will put a link to their website down below as well. So nice to have options for sure. There is a little bit of loom, guys, but it's just on the hour and minute hand. I'm not going to waste time showing that. It's not really a valuable feature, I think, for this particular watch. So at this point, just thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. There's definitely the black ones, the white ones. I don't know if there was any. I think there's some other colors for these too, if I'm not mistaken. But like I said, I'll put the Amazon affiliate link for this one and this one because those are the two that I showed on the video. See you on the next vid.